Hi, welcome to Aussie Nomads Destinations. Follow us as we caravan our way around Australia. This is Ed and I'm Beck, and we're finding you the best free and budget camp spots Oz has to offer. Fishing, crabbing and hiking our way through this awesome country. We are heading south to Nowra and staying at the Nowra Showgrounds. So that is Shell Harbour done and dusted, and now we are on our way to Nowra. We're not getting the best weather. I think we've had 1 day of sun or 2 days of sun in the last 6, and it's all overcast and yucky again today. We picked an unpowered site at $25 per night, and we stayed for 7 nights. The grounds have powered and non-powered sites, a dump point, bins, water, showers and toilets. We found it pretty quiet, relaxed and enjoyable. Most sites were a tad uneven, nothing ramps wouldn't fix. So this morning I'm doing Ben's Walk, and it runs along the edges of the Nowra Creek. Let's go exploring. So we're only about 3 minutes into the walk and we've come to this amazing rock formation. How beautiful is that? She's going to be a bit slippery. At the back of the grounds is a rainforest walk that runs right along the side of the creek. It's about a 3-kilometre loop walk from the caravan. It is a stunning walk. There is a suspension bridge at the bottom of the steps, only about 400 metres from the beginning of the walk. It'd be great for kids. The whole walk has like a gorge feel about it. Some places were a bit of a rock scramble. This is such a beautiful walk. Crossing the river at the far end is a place where you need good balance. I was glad I brought my stick. Bowling in the creek was definitely an option. One I was trying not to accomplish. The rocks and boulders were just stunning. I did this walk 4 mornings out of the 7 we were here. So the opposite side of the creek to the showgrounds is a pretty ordinary walk. Still okay, it's nice and flat and open. Nowhere near as pretty as the showground side. Back at the bridge. Well, I'm back at the bridge. Old mate's still in bed. Oh. This is the coolest bridge. Wobbles like anything, so if you're scared of heights it won't be good for you. But she's pretty cool. All the same. So 2.78 kilometres back to the bridge. That's from walking from the caravan all the way down the hill and back. Guess who broke the hot water system dorm? Anyway, good excuse to come visit Jayco. Guess who got a new chair? Me! We are heading to Currarong Island via the ferry. On the way we pass these dairy cows. I just love how they all go about their business, lining up to go to the dairy and then taking themselves back to the paddock when they're done. There were also some teenage dairy cows, all just getting trained in the way it shall be. Hello dairy cow, how are you going? Are you making us lots of ice cream? Bet you are. Anyway, we spent so long filming the dairy cows, we missed the ferry. Oh well, the weather was a bit yuck anyway. They were still crossing the road on our way back. Dairy cows have the cutest faces. Hello baby dairy cows. They almost look like they're in a trance. Instead of the ferry, we headed to Penguin Heads. I was secretly hoping for penguins. There are a couple of great lookouts. We did both. It was freezing and super windy. Heading home, we passed this massive flock of parrots, all happy pigging out on the farmers' crops. I think it was corn. While we think they're quite spectacular, I'm pretty sure the farmers wished them away. Up bright and early and down to the local park to get this old cold body moving. I love these weight machines. So it's Sunday and we are off to the berry markets. We might go for a little cruise around Berry while we're there because the shops look super interesting. After the markets, we went downtown. It was so busy. I looked at Ed after we'd been driving around for about 10 minutes looking for a car park and said, "You know, we don't need to do this today. We can come back in the midweek." So we are heading back to Culburra because yesterday was overcast and disgusting and today it's beautiful and blue, so we're gonna give it another crack. Can't help ourselves, found another set of markets, so we thought we should go do them too. So now we managed to find another set of markets to go to, and now we are on our way to the Crookhaven Lighthouse. Yesterday we didn't come because the weather was dismal. Off we go to the lighthouse. So they didn't tell us it was a walk, but here we go, doing the walking track. Been had, kilometre return, heaps of steps. So we just found this great chair. It's like, go figure. You gotta wonder. It's just sitting there in the bush. Anyway, this is gonna be the most spectacular view when we finally get up the steps or down the stairs. We gotta come back up them. Look how beautiful that is compared to yesterday. Doing a side shoot. Going to look at the beach.
Probably not the best lighthouse we've ever seen, but anyhow, it's a lighthouse. Back to the car we go. We are off to Currarong. It's a little beach town on the east side of Jervis Bay.
We had driven down to this beach earlier in the week on a rainy, overcast day. Poor old Ed, I made him drive me back down again today, because the weather today is beautiful. When we arrived, it was pretty much low tide. So we went for a swim and a snorkel up the far end of the beach. How is the size of this school of fish? Hundreds of them, if not thousands. By the time I'd finished playing with them, the tide was in enough to have a swim in the rock pools.
Sometimes it's alright just to be a little wrong, with no sense of consequence or strength to carry on. Day breaks in the darkest places.
It was so pretty. Lots of little reef fish, ferns and soft coral type plants. It was like swimming in a fish aquarium. And I had the whole place to myself. We then set up for lunch in the picnic area and filled our bellies. On our way into town, we had seen a sign that said Lighthouse. We headed back in that general direction. Lucky for us, there was a motorhome coming down the dirt road. I would never have thought you could drive into a military range. We stopped and asked at the office, and yes, it would seem it's open most weekends. Yay! How's our timing?
So now we are actually in the Beecroft weapons range. Go figure. We are on our way to Point Perpendicular, and there's a fire tower. Point Perpendicular. She was built in 1898. It's in very good condition. And then there's all these beautiful sandstone buildings with no entry written on the gate. So we did Point Perpendicular Lighthouse. It's a beautiful little lighthouse, 8 kilometres from the ranger station, and well worth the trip. Now we are going to Honeymoon Bay. Hey, this is Honeymoon Bay. The rock formations are amazing. I'm not sure how you get in the water, but it'd be a challenge. This is the day use area at Honeymoon Bay. And now we are going to the boat ramp. This is just magic. How beautiful is it?
Berry. Back to Berry we went. Yep, everyone had departed town. Off we set, exploring all the quaint little shops. Spent a bit of cash before we came across the bakery and couldn't resist.
So we have been into Berry, we have done all the shops, we might have had lunch at the bakery, we visited the lolly shop, and now we are off to do tourist drive number 9 via Kiama. Someone's been planting random coconut trees. I don't think they are coconut trees, but random palms in the middle of their cow paddock. That's a lot of dairy cows. Look like they're waiting to come across the road to get milked. They're standing there patiently waiting for the tucker. That's pretty good. That's a long way down there. Nearly need a jumper too, it's freezing. Might have to go back and get my big camera. Maybe. Next stop, Carrington Falls. That's the Kangaroo River. Not one kangaroo to be seen. What would you do then, Ed? Now he wants to leave me here, out in the middle of nowhere. So we are at Carrington Falls and we are going to the Falls View 140 metres, wheelchair friendly. How much trouble could we get into? Someone's been putting their cattle tags in the tree. Off we go. I'm getting knowledgeable. That is a hairpin banksia. How's that for knowledge? And that's a spreading fern. It said so. And this is a honeyflower, or cease to exist honeyflower, I'm going to go with. I'm going to rescind the wheelchair friendly, because that's not happening. They put steps in. I'm pretty sure I read it with wheelchair friendly. Ugh. Parking just does never get any better. Get a look at it. Kangaroo River on the way out again. Got a trout in there already. So we are still doing tourist drive number 9 and the sun's starting to go down. Not sure if we're going to finish it. So we are on the Belmore Falls Road and it is going to be 8 kilometres south of the little town called Robinson. So we have hit dirt road on our way to Belmore Falls. Actually, it's Belmore. Don't even listen to anything else. Belmore Falls.
I'm not sure how these young'uns got down to that falls, but I'm super jealous all the same. I wish I was 40 years younger. I would be down there joining them.
So we found a second lookout and we're going to go and have a look at it too. Oh, that's amazing too, Ed. That's just unbelievable. So pretty. Now we're at the top of Belmore Falls. How cool is that? So we made it to Fitzroy Falls, 150 metres this way. It's a good walkway. Can't complain about that. No steps. Wheelchair friendly, this one. Well, that's Fitzroy Falls done and dusted. Now we are back at King Valley, and how cute is that water tank? And then this awesome bridge. The bridge is amazing.
So that's us for this week. We have had the best week. Be kind, stay happy, love your life, and we'll see you next Sunday at 6 a.m. We are heading to Bendalong Bay, to an unpowered spot, the caravan park on the headlands. Wait till you see the stingrays, they were so good. Hit that subscribe button if you have a sec. See ya!